Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for Grow My Bag TV, and there is so much going on. I couldn't cover everything in the Crypto Minute, and my last point in the Crypto Minute, or that should have been in the Crypto Minute, never made it. So we'll cover that in this one as well. First, let's start with Grayscale. We're going to combine 2 points, Grayscale and my last point. The one that didn't make it. Grayscale adopts the cash-only model put forward by the SEC. All of them have done that. So BlackRock, 21 Shares, Fidelity, Grayscale, who was it? There was another one, but they're all doing it. And that's because that's what the SEC, that's one of the, tick and ties that the SEC wants. Not a problem. However, a Bloomberg analyst comes out and says, hey, look, listen, it might be scaring people. Don't be scared. Yes, there's cash involved, but there's obviously also Bitcoin involved. So don't be stressed about, how that's all going to work. There's still going to be, it's still going to be backed. All those ETFs are still going to be backed by Bitcoin. It'll just be on certain transactions. It'll be Bitcoin or cash, right? Okay, cool. So just more stuff to do research on, more stuff to read into. It still means that you're going to have all of them buying Bitcoin in a major fashion. Just saying, if you paid attention, you could actually see how MicroStrategy is actually on the path to own about 5% of Bitcoin. They're on that path. Was it 5% or 3%? I forgot which one, but they're on the path, and because they just dropped, I think another 650 million on Bitcoin. So it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and things are going to skyrocket. Pretty soon, you're going to be looking at MicroStrategy and going, "What business are you really in?" Just saying. Ledger Live. Ledger just can't get out of its own way. They find new ways to fail. They just go out of their way to find new ways to fail. What's the latest one? They were covertly tracking user transactions, affecting about 270,000 users. And now they're saying that they have a problem trying to roll that back as it would break operations. It's awesome, guys. Good job. So you hard-coded stuff into Ledger Live. That is flippin' awesome. Flippin' awesome. So I think that there are going to be a lot of people probably looking into Trezor and other hardware wallets, or maybe moving to other wallets and keeping those wallets, offline. Just amazing. Freaking amazing. Good job, Ledger. Bunch of idiots over there. Bunch of idiots. Who made that decision? I would like to know who made that decision. At the end of the day, it's the CEO's job to not allow dumb shit like that to happen. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. So I'm just wondering how that happens. Because the whole idea is to have secure transactions because you have a hardware wallet. That's a whole thing. How secure is that if you are tracking transactions? That's going to make a lot of people say, you know what? I can have a non-custodial wallet running on, my computer or a phone that's not connected to anything, and I can use that to store everything. And then when I need to do something, I can put it online, do my transaction, and take it offline again. This is some really stupid stuff. Really stupid stuff. Right on, having the idea of people having a piece of your key. Not your key, not your crypto. There's no reason for you to be holding any piece of my key or the whole part of my key. And that's what they did before. So now here's more bad news out of this poorly run company. Switch your CEO and really give thought to your marketing department, give thought to your product development department. Just revamp everything. Because that was one of the dumbest decisions that I could think of. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest, as a head of what we're expecting to be approvals, has sold off the rest of their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust shares. That makes complete sense, right? Because if ARK Invest and the partnership with 21 Shares gets their own Bitcoin spot ETF, you shouldn't be holding anything else, right? Kind of makes sense. So that's what they're doing. What's next up? Next up is, everything was on the rise. So you had some executives over at Coinbase say, "Hey, I'm gonna sell some shares. I'm gonna sweep some profits off." Makes sense. It's a normal thing. It really is a normal thing, and that's what we're seeing. That's why you're seeing such a drop. And we'll go over the numbers in a little while, but that's why you're seeing such a drop in numbers right now. And it's because people are taking profit at the end of the year. That's just how it works, right? So I'm not panicked. I'm Trying to buy more. Just saying. So what else do we have? We have JPMorgan Chase coming in with $38.9 billion in profit. What is that, over the last quarter, I think it is? That's huge. They've, decisions that they've made and all that stuff that, the double talk out of Jamie Dimon, meaning he's talking about no against crypto and the bank is going full bore with crypto. Some of those decisions are paying off and it's making them money. We should be looking at the banking sector. The only thing I say about the banking sector is that the what you expect from a bank is changing. Smart banks are maneuvering to help people redefine what services they should be getting from their bank, what services they can expect from their bank. That's pretty smart. That's what they should be doing. They should be making those adjustments according to the times. So I think that most people in general need to take a step back and understand, well, what do I expect from my bank? Do I need it to hold cash for me? There are a lot of people that don't have bank accounts that have Cash App accounts and use Cash App to manage their cash. Dead straight. And why is that? I mean, one of the reasons why people are looking for alternative means is just because they don't know what to expect from a bank. I'm not making any money from a bank. You know, if you have a checking account, you're not getting that much. You're not going to miss it, right? The percentage interest rate that you're going to get on that, if you get any, you're not going to miss it. The savings accounts, what am I going to get from that? The bank is taking my money, making money off of that, and then coming back and saying, here's a couple of pennies off the hundreds of thousands of dollars that we made off of your pitlins, right? You sit there and you just go, yeah, do I really need a savings account? Do I need this? Do I need that? And you start to realize that I might be able to put my money in other vehicles that can earn me better interest, and I can keep building on those vehicles. Banks are starting to realize we need to start offering those vehicles, and that's what they're doing. Pay attention. Now, I'm not saying that, you need to run out and go have a bank account or anything else like that. But I think you should always do your own research and see where your money can be safest and where your money can be working for you. The whole point is to have your money working for you and not just sitting there dormant, right? You need to have your money, or you need to find ways to make your money outpace inflation. That's really the game. If you can have your money outpace inflation, you're doing well. So, when you look at precious metals, when you look at real estate, when you look at owning a business, doing t-shirt business, just whatever it is, looking at crypto, that's the game. You want to make more money than what inflation is going to take from you. These are simple numbers to work with. What else do we have? We have BRICS. We have the BRICS. It's a block. It's a block of nations that they don't just want to de-dollarize, right? They don't want to de-dollarize the globe. They want to do more than that. It is a political thing that they've got coming together, right? So they want to see how that's going to work out. And I think that they've got big plans for 2024. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to, right? I'm not, as I think about it more, I'm less concerned about de-dollarization and more concerned about how many countries, businesses, people are going to be using crypto. I'm telling you, adoption is growing. And big business moves are pushing toward crypto. So, I can do a transaction, countries can do huge transactions using crypto, using XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, just name one, PancakeSwap, Uniswap. A lot of these companies are doing this. So you can actually look and see, well, is it a de-dollarization and moving toward a BRICS fiat? No. I don't think a big move is going to be made toward. I think before you get an operable BRICS fiat or BRICS, currency, I think more people, more businesses are going to move toward crypto. It's just like CBDCs. I think you're just going to see more move toward crypto. That's just me. That's what I'm seeing in my research. You do your research and then hit me up on growmybag.tv and let's have a conversation about it. Would love to hear your thoughts on that. Again, do your own research, pay attention to everything that's going on out there, and let's just try to, get things configured in a way that you have a better understanding of how your money can work for you, right? And that's really what it comes down to. Like when I was a kid, it was put your money in a savings account because your savings account will make money. And back in the day when I was a kid, you could see the white hair. That worked. As I got older and as more tools were availed to me as I got older, Back in the day, I couldn't buy my own stocks. I had to find a broker. I had to have enough money to engage that broker, blah, 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 blah. Now, you could buy fractional shares. Think about everything that you can do now that you were not able to do even just 10 years ago. That's what we're talking about. That's why I keep telling you to do your own research, because there are so many ways that you can make money, so many ways that you can lose money, but there's so much to learn before you start really going on your investment journey, or even as you go along your investment journey. So please do your own research. There's a lot of stuff out there that you can learn from, right? Like, I know I could make more money if I was a degen and I was going out there and putting leverage on and all that good stuff. But I don't feel that I've done enough research on that to be able to take advantage of that. So I'm doing more traditional style, crypto investing and that kind of stuff. Plus, if I'm going to take chances, I'm going to take chances on my own business, which I have a business, and that's what I'm taking chances on. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. That's what we should do. So right now, the Fear and Greed Index is at about 73. No change from yesterday, right? And that's pretty cool. No change from yesterday. That's fine. Then you have DeFi Llama. You're up to, yesterday was we're up about $1 billion from yesterday, $72 billion today. No, it was $74 billion yesterday, I believe. And now we're down to 72. Oh, no, if you zoom in right there you can see we're up. You can see that, no, we did take a dip. I was correct, right? We took a small dip, but we're still in the 70s in terms of total value locked. And that's what's big. What's big is that it seems to be on an uptrend. Even when you see these little dips, it's still going up. Again, I'm waiting for everything to happen when we see $100 billion total value locked. After that, it's going to be when we hit $200 billion value locked. Because if you look back here, you see where I'm at? Do you see that? That's when we were at like $244 billion in total value locked. And that's where we're going to get back to being. That's why I'm saying, when I define banking in my head for my use, what am I looking for? Some companies don't accept crypto, so I need to pay them in cash. What's my process for moving from crypto to paying for cash? Now, I can use one of those services that do that, or I can do it on my own, and how fast is that and all that other good stuff. And I actually pretty much have it worked out. I have different wallets that I use that easily tie back to cash, and then I use that single cash account to automatically pay out. And I can do that on a regular basis. That's how I have my money working for me. So it's not just sitting in a bank, lying dormant, collecting 0.00914% or whatever it is, right? I can actually earn the percentages that I'm seeing on the other side. Here's something I want to get into. ETH is up 23. It actually hit 2,400 for a brief moment. Polkadot is down. A lot of coins are down. Why? Because of profit taking. Let's not flip out. It's profit taking. But here's one that I want you to pay attention to. Solana. Solana had been up look at this. Solana was up at about, what is this? No, there you go. More near times. Solana had been up at, I think, at 120 something for a moment. No, I was right. Right about there. Yeah, so 123.33. And now it's down over 20%. Let that wash over you for a minute. It has come back down. It had a meteoric rise, and then it came back down 20%. That's a buying opportunity to me. That says that we're going to hit that. I think we're going to hit that number again. And if I buy now, I might be able to see that 20% rise in a very short time. Right now, you just have a whole bunch of people, because remember, it's at what, $99 now? I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, it was in the 80s, right? So you're looking at, so I'm already in the red. I mean, I'm already in the black. I went from, my last purchase, I think, was 89. It went up. Now it's at 99. It obviously was higher than that. Now I can buy back in down here at 99 in the hopes that it revisits that 120, that 123, 125 number. I'll be happy about that. So that's what my plan is, to get in on some Solana now that it's back under 100 and go sit on it for a little while. How long will it be? Do I think it will jump up when Bitcoin spot ETFs hit? Yep. Do I think that it'll jump up after the new year just because of more things going on? Yep. You have New Year hype that's starting to happen right now. It's Thursday, Thursday where I'm at. And so you have Friday, Monday is New Year's, Sunday into Monday. And that's when you start to think about, well, wow, what's going to happen then? What's coming in 2024? You have a lot of macro events that are going to happen in 2024. I'm not going to sit here and rattle them off. You should know what they are by now. And if you don't, we can have a conversation about it at growmybag.tv. But pay attention to these things. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to pay attention to all of the things that are happening right now in the space that might offer me an opportunity to get in. I also noticed that Bitcoin Cash had been asleep, just snoring. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's up. And I'm like, yes, it's up. I can make money from this. Because I bought when it was down and I just stayed there. I didn't think about it, didn't do anything with it, just left it there. And now it's up. So now what am I going to do? I'm probably going to go in and take that BCH and flip it to Solana, because I'm going to take my profits from BCH and flip it over to Solana, right? Because I'm expecting Solana to do better. So every now and then, that's just me revamping my portfolio a little bit, making small adjustments here, small adjustments there. That doesn't mean I'm giving up on Bitcoin Cash. It just means that I can make more. I feel like I can make more money moving that and, my initial investment plus profit over to another coin. Done. Right? Now, if I can take that, put it into Solana, I'm good. I am really good right there. I'm fine with it. Near is down a lot. Optimism is down a lot. Injective is down a lot. Avalanche is down a lot. Just look at all the coins that are down a lot right now. A lot of them bonk down. A lot of them tied to Solana. Avalanche, Polkadot. A lot of them tied to those. Bonk is tied to Solana. No, I'm not holding any bonk. I have no interest in bonk whatsoever. But you see where I'm going. It's an idea of, let's go out and let's pay attention to what pairs are moving at the same time, what pairs are not moving. For a while, BNB had been asleep, right? And all of a sudden you see it's up 5.57%. Not everything moves at the same time. Some things move in waves. Some pairs move as opposed, in the opposite directions. And that's what I try to pay attention to as I do my own research. Sometimes, those signs come in sync and they start moving at the same time, or they just keep moving at their own pace in opposition to one another. So I'm just trying to, I'm not sleeping. I'm not just purchasing and holding for the sake of purchasing and holding. I'm actually actively managing my portfolio. Some wallets, I've told you before, some wallets I hold off to the side and I chill. Those wallets I'm just holding Solana, holding Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, a few other coins, Shiba Inu, just let them sit there, go chill out. Other portfolios that I have, other wallets that I'm using, I'm actually actively managing those. I'm actively maneuvering money and doing things like that. And then what I'll do is I'll say, you know what? I've made a lot of profit. I'll shave off and take cash. Or I'll do a position like this where I have made money, where my two pairs that I'm looking at, right? One is making money and the other one's down. I'm going to take the money from this one and jump in while this one's down, because the potential of this one, Solana versus Bitcoin Cash, the potential of Solana is clearly way higher than Bitcoin Cash. And that's how I'm going to make my money. But I pay attention to that a lot. That's why I do research every day, every single day. If you want to learn more about the articles that I'm talking about right now, go read up on Grow My Bag TV. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for Grow My Bag TV. I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.